Hello everyone, thanks for joining us on News West 9. I'm Cameron Leal. The November 4th election is coming up, and one of the items on the ballot in Big Spring is Proposition A, which would give local firefighters collective bargaining rights. Joining me now in studio is Matthew Burrow, the president of the local association 2922 in Big Spring. Matthew, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So for the viewers who may not be familiar, can you explain what Prop A is and what it would change for firefighters?
Yeah, so Proposition A gives firefighters the right of collective bargaining. It changes things because we're currently under a meet and confer contract. That contract and agreement has not worked. This will make a formal and structured contract that clearly defines pay, benefits, wages, things like that.
Gotcha. And so why do firefighters feel collective bargaining is necessary at this point?
So like I was saying, collective meet and confer system did not work. We went to them. We wanted a formal contract. They just gave us a handshake. They then reduced our minimum staffing. We worked under that contract, and then we did not renew the contract. That is because we felt collective bargaining would be a better and more formal way to do it. Under law, we could not be under a meet and confer system to go for collective bargaining.
Gotcha. And so can you give us some examples or challenges your department faces right now with current maybe staffing challenges or anything like that?
Yeah, so currently our ambulance service is being contracted out to a company out of Corpus Christi. We do want that back. We also face challenges in staffing, of course, and then competing with bigger cities that pay more, have better benefits, better wages, things like that. And then of course, like everybody, the oil field.
Gotcha. And so if Prop A passes, how would negotiations look different under a more formal contract?
So our association will represent the firefighters. We'll have a whole negotiation team. We'll have help from the state association. And then the city will have their own negotiation team. We'll meet in good faith and go over those critical issues about public safety. And then once we've come to agreement, it'll go into a contract, and it is binding.
Gotcha. And so some voters may be concerned about budget impacts or taxes. So what would you say to address those concerns?
Yeah, so under Proposition A, there is no increase in taxes. There's no provisions in the wording of Chapter 174 that will increase taxes. Some in our opposition have been telling people that, you know, we want a $2 million training facility, 20 to 30% pay raises, all new stations, all new trucks. Now, that sounds amazing, but that's not what we want. We want firefighters.
Absolutely. And so how do you think this change could strengthen relationships between firefighters and city officials?
So when we lost our SAFER grant, when we lost our Station 2, when we lost 23 guys because of that, our voice was not heard. And that broke the relationship between us and the city and our morale. This is a huge step in the right direction because it allows us to come to the table and our voice will be heard again. Not just our voice, but the city's voice, and then we get to work as a team to make public safety a top priority.
Absolutely. And so if Prop A passes, what's the first thing you'd hope to see coming from a collective bargaining agreement?
We want firefighters. That's going to be the number one thing. We want enough staff to be safe on the fire ground. We also want enough staff to take back our ambulance service.
Absolutely. And so finally, where can Big Spring residents go to vote or learn more about Prop A before Election Day?
Yeah. So currently, early voting is going on. You can go to the Howard County Election Center to vote there. On Election Day, there is 3 different locations. Ryan Hall on the north side of town, Dorothy Garrett Coliseum at Howard College, and then Salem Baptist Church in Big Spring.
Perfect. Well, Matthew, that does wrap up my questions. Thank you so much for your time and for joining us. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Yes, and so don't forget, November 4th is Election Day. Big Spring voters can find polling locations and hours through the Howard County Elections Office. We will be posting full interviews like this one at our website at newswest9.com. They will also be available on our YouTube channel and streaming service, 9+, available on Fire Stick, Roku, and Apple TV. I'm Cameron Leal, and thank you for joining us.